Well, good morning, Gsac family. Happy Monday, December 7th. As you know, this is Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 1941. But we're here with Dr. Wade this morning. She is here visiting with us for Monday. So we have a little guy here, and very interesting. He came in for an anal gland express. But when Dr. Wade started to examine him, we found there was another issue. So Dr. Wade, tell us what issue we see with this young, what's his name?
This Fifi, it's a little girl named
Fifi.
So Fifi has a little stool nugget kind of matted to the fur right around the anal opening. And so this is probably the reason that she's been scooting. You can see it's like kind of attached, like it's not coming off. And it's because there was some hair around the rear, and as it came out, it got stuck to the fur, and now it's kind of attached there, causing her discomfort because as you move it, it kind of pulls against the skin because it's attached to the hair. So before I can even check her anal glands, we're gonna have to dislodge this little stool here.
So Dr. Wade, let me ask you a question. So this is something that owners should check their animals when they're doing their number twos, that's to make sure they're clear after they finish?
Right, if you have a long-haired dog, now obviously she's been groomed, so you see she's got, her hair is short, but the hair around the anal opening is still a little bit long. And so because there's still some long hairs there's a potential for a stool to get stuck there. So sometimes, especially with young puppies, if their stools are not very firm, if they're a little soft, when they come out, if there's a lot of hair around the anal opening, the stool will adhere to the hair, and then it can get stuck, and it can cause a pet discomfort when they're trying to pass a bowel movement, because as they're trying to eliminate that stool, it's actually pulling the hair. And so sometimes when that happens, they'll stop. They won't even continue to make their bowel movement because it's uncomfortable for them. So just if you have a long-haired dog, you just want to kind of make sure that you tidy them up around their rear or have them groomed. Sometimes they even need a grooming, or what they call, groomers will call it a sanitation, where they'll just kind of trim around the rear end, their genital area, and around their eyes, just to kind of keep things neat and tidy in between groomings. So you may have had your dog groomed on a regular interval, but in between, those hairs around those areas might grow quicker or more fast, and so you'll have to kind of get that tidying up done, or that sanitation done in between grooming.
Okay. So family, so let's hear what Dr. Wade has said. So you just have to keep an eye on your animal. They have long hair especially for issues like this, because we don't want it to get serious and then there's another issue comes up, and it's going to be costly to bring them into the vet and take care of them. So if you have any questions for Dr. Wade, please feel free to give her a call at Waynecote Animal Hospital, which is 215-224-2764, 215-224-2764. And Dr. Wade has something else to tell. I can tell by her eyes.
Thank you. So yeah, as you said that, it made me want to remind them, yes, also if something like that goes unattended, it can lead to medical issues. So like if they have urine soiled around the fur of their vaginal area or the tip of the penis, it can cause irritation to the skin. They can get urine scald on the skin immediately around that area. And if feces is matted to the fur of the rear, it can also cause like bacterial infections and things of that nature. There are even large breed dogs that may be predominantly outdoor dogs, and if they have a really messy stool, if they're having diarrhea, sometimes people let the dog out in the yard, so they don't really know what the stool consistency is like. Let's say, for instance, the dog is having an episode of diarrhea and they're a chow chow or an Akita or something that has very, very long, full hair coat around the rear, and some of that soil gets on their fur. If they're outside in the summertime, flies may come around and plant on that area, lay eggs, and dogs can even get maggot infestations around their area that can be really terrible. So definitely want to keep a visual check at least daily to make sure that things are looking appropriately back there. Just like we have to groom ourselves and tidy up, we have to kind of do the same thing for our pets, because they won't always be able to. They're not like, dogs are not like cats all the time where they're just grooming themselves fastidiously and making sure their parts are neat and tidy. So you have to kind of help them out, especially if a dog can't properly reach back there, if they're a little overweight, or if they're elderly and they don't have that flexibility that they used to. You want to kind of keep a check on those areas for them.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Wade, and we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Thank you.